Welcome back to The Charismatic Voice. The Dark Side of the Moon just released a new single, and we got early access to it so that we could piggyback release a special extra video on TCV this week. If you know me, you know that we release about 3 videos per week here on The Charismatic Voice, often an extra in the form of an interview or over on the singing hole. So adding another video just isn't possible most of the time. But then Hans told me it would be featuring the music of Harry Potter. And I was like, obliviate my schedule. That sounds totally ridiculous. Let's get to it. I did not know that the Harry Potter theme was always meant to be metal. It's so clear the moment you hear that in a guitar solo line, you go, oh, that's such a metal theme. I love hearing this in a very new and different way. It just revolutionizes how I've thought about this magical world. What if the entire magical world of Harry Potter was metal? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Back to the beginning. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Wow. Melissa, you are so good at casting spells. It's with the voice, but it's also with her movements, her presentation. She's really a performing artist in so many ways. And I love the overlay of this video. It's got that vintagey feel, but at the same time, it's just very magical, classical. It feels a little more Harry Potter to me. Okay, here we go. Gonna keep going. You know, I think a lot of what makes that so exciting is also that we have Morten on the drums, and he's adding so many bombastic elements. It makes this theme feel more hardcore, and I like that a lot too. I'll talk about each of the members as they come up, I think. Let's keep going for now. Melissa just has one of those timbres that is so gorgeous. It's naturally so well balanced. There's a beautiful bite in the sound while also having this roominess to it. There's like little puffs of air that make it like a really lovely feather pillow. But at the same time, you have to have bite and cut to get through in any sort of metal makeup. And she's got that. And she's hanging out in a lower area of the voice than a lot of other singers I've heard, female singers in particular. So she has to work extra for that cut. I feel like it's very deceptive how incredibly attractive sounding her voice is and how much work that can be to achieve. Okay, we're going to go back a little bit more. Double, double, toilet trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble, double, toilet trouble, something wicked this way comes. Yeah! I love the classical elements that they are adding to this. I got very excited when I saw that they were going to be bringing in classical violinists who performed, I think she is the violinist in various Hans Zimmer orchestras and scores. She's a really incredible violinist. Her name is Rusanda Panfili. I want to say she comes from Moldova. I think so. She's just a very incredible violinist. Look her up on YouTube. She's got tons of extra things there, lots of covers. She's one of those musicians that I think transcends any genre with her playing. However, I understand that this is actually her first time doing a metal song. And that's so cool. I love the crossover. Let's have some more of that. It's going to be super gorgeous. Side note, I found out her violin was constructed, I think, in 1610. It's Giovanni Paolo Maggini. I think Maggini is the designer of her violin. This is going to predate a Stradivarius, by the way. If you know anything about violins, you know Stradivarius. Oh, that was amazing, right? No, hers is from before then. It's like a national treasure. It's actually on loan to her, I think, from an organization in Austria. Anyhow, oh my gosh, this violin is insane. That's what you need to take away from this. Let's go back a little bit and then we'll keep going. Love the harp. Okay, anyhow. I'm sorry. This is so cool to have the harp interjection in here. So if we have, let's go back. That part right there where it cuts out and has this harp glissando is just so stunning to have that in between there. It feels like a magical spell being cast. I love this combination of instruments. It's enchanting. Ugh. I also think it's so cool that Jenny, harpist, is also just flying everywhere with her hair. That is awesome. Thank you for being into it and letting the entire body be expressive. I think that adds a lot more to instruments and the emotional content even of the instrumental performance. Love it. I also love how surprising some of the pitch choices are, right? This is part of why the themes in Harry Potter are incredible. A lot of times we have surprise flavor notes. That's just something that happens a lot of times in John Williams as well. Very deliberately, by the way. I remember arguing with my mom one time in Disneyland. She taught me piano and voice, and she was the person that started me on the musical journey. I remember having this argument with her about whether or not there was an augmented fourth in an Indiana Jones theme. It's things like that. It was an augmented fourth, by the way. That's such a surprising interval. It's so dissonant. And yet it was worked into this incredible theme. John Williams can do this in so many different ways. It's just, I think it's incredible how he takes something dissonant and makes it the signature sound of a huge franchise or of a particular character. It's beautiful. Anyhow, it's one of the reasons why it works really well for metal as well. I think that complexity layer really puts a beautiful hand into metal composition. And I have to say, it's really fun to hear them riffing and molding around these cool pitch choices. But I also have mad respect for Melissa because that is just hard to tune vocally, and she's doing a brilliant job of it. that layering. Holy crap. I love it. It feels like she's casting a spell, but there's a demon that's starting to come forth in the spell. Oh. In the cauldron boiling deep, faded all the faded snake. Scale of dragon, tooth of bull, which is more remote and gold. Creepy, delightful. Such a beautiful instrumental break. I would love to hear more classical violin in metal. I mean, I love orchestral music so much. It's one of the reasons I also really like symphonic metal. But I think it brings just an extra level of expression and an extra way to fill out that whole register of sounds, the whole spectrum. We want the whole thing. And it's so gorgeous to hear this in context. Oh, okay. Back a little bit again. Wow. This was so smart of them. That theme. How many times have y'all heard me say that instrumental solo reminded me of somebody playing a Beethoven concerto, right? The way that metal solos fill similar shoes to classical solos, I think it just merges so perfectly. And this is brilliant. I love having Hans and Rusanda together. It's like co-composing the solo. The way that they're supporting each other in it, you can feel that it's really a brilliant mix of instruments and artistic minds. Oh, back further. I love it. Yeah! Oh, it's so cool. Also, dang, that was a great rise at the end there, Hans. Yes! And their costumes are so amazing. I love the way that the Dark Side of the Moon is paying so much attention to the visuals. These outfits from everyone are incredible. I just have to give a special shout out, though, to Hans's top hat. I love the top hat. Always will. It's just so signature style of Hans. It's perfect. Also, this sort of transparent skirt that Rusanda's wearing, that's gorgeous. Wow. Amazing costume choices, guys. Okay, back just a little more. That was an awesome duo solo. Oh my gosh, that was a perfect place to pause. I love the way that everyone has their character in this, right? Jenny is going nuts. She almost feels like an evil harpist here. Oh, so cool. So very cool. I'm loving the layerings of the vocals too. I just think it works so well to have harsh and clean layered here. I want to hear this become more accepted, more frequently done, because I think it works extremely well in a lot of different situations. It can really present different types of emotional attachment to a particular phrase or song or expression in a moment. So really, really very, very cool. Let's go back. Ah. Also, Santa's going nuts in here and it sounds awesome. Whoa! Listen to that tail. I like their style. I also love the way that they're combining classical and metal music and bringing some unexpected instruments into the fray. Wow, Harry Potter metal totally works. My only gripe is that it is too short, but that will soon be relieved because The Dark Side of the Moon just announced the release of their album, and that will be going on pre-order today. So if you want to be like, Accio album, go to their website and pre-order it. It will soon show up magically. And if you haven't already seen this video all the way through, you can do that over here at this link. May you fall more in love with music every day.